go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another casted series, Tiko versus Bayemay. So, playing Mexico in the south part of the map, Antonio de Lopez de Santa Ana coming strong for Mexico. So, Bayemay, what is it? He played against who? I just said it. Bayemay, he played Satanaso. He beat the Italian, the only Italian player on this tournament. We got a very diverse community into Age of Empires 3, and we did have players from all across the world, and that's the only Italian right there. So, va bene. On the north side of the map, we do have Tiko. Tiko that actually managed to beat MC Clips into the round 1. So Tiko did come strong. He did have some strong gameplays. So if you guys remember how Tiko played, he was very close matchup between MC Clips. So good luck. So nice GM right here from these two guys. Don Julio for the fight. And Maxo versus Sports. I don't know what's favored, but let's see what this guy is gonna do. So I think we're gonna have a 10-10 gameplay here. Yeah, a 10-10. Sorry. So TP for. Oh, he's gonna face another. I like this because sometimes, you know, like Mexico wants to get all the TPs where he does Baja California, so that completely delays that. I remember, what did they talk about? I don't think I can see the message again. There we go. We got a Ace 2 TP for ports onto a 10-10 and a very forward TP as well. I think I think he built here for the 9 TP for Mexico in case Mexico wants to go Baja California. So that could be possibly the case why. So going for 60 coin treasure, whereas Mexico we're going for 75 coin. And nobody decided to go for the 70 woods, so they know they're both around there. So no risk. So we're aging up with the Homestead wagon. What the hell? What is this? So he sent that card in. Okay. So these guys, the 300 food each times 7. If you think about a age 1 shipment of 300 food, that's 7 shipments right there. As long as it takes you, so 7 times 3, that's 2010, 2100 food investment at some point, because you can't count them as gathered food because you just gather food ship too fast. So 2000 shipment food right there, but on the long run. So let's see if it pays off later. So a very questionable card. But I've seen people doing this sort of things with very defensive town centers, and they go H4 and do an F5, and then they always have these resources to age up in case they lose map control. That's the only time I've seen livestock pen work where they F5. So I've seen a revolt of a defensive town center, so that looks like an F5. We might be hurting this possibly. That we're gonna 2 hunts to go to H3. And then the ship takes you to H4. There we go. 700 coins, send straight up. We do have the second CP gonna be built in, so we definitely need that experience for an F5 because we are gonna be needing all those shipments and actually try to use the. Actually, he's ignoring the TP now for some reason. And normally you just want to have a lot of shipments in H4, as you can see this guy has. And this is a Brug deck. and he has that card in. I don't see that very often. A fixed field gun. They basically very good against infantry. Ships 2 additional field guns into the Industrial Age and in the Imperial Age. So it's basically 1 Falconet, but if you go to Age 4 and you ship that, that's 2. So that becomes a good card later on. Imagine to have 2 heavy cannons into 2 field guns. That's pretty good. That could be put a lot of pressure. Also, he has 3 horse artillery, 8 dragoons. You got heavy fortifications, factories, 24 canalize. I mean, what an unusual gameplay for Tiko here. Getting harassed by Antonio Lopez de Santa Ana and Don Julio going for the run. But what Mexico is up to, we are almost 5 minutes 45. Mexico shipping the Chiesa, what is it called? The Cathedral, preceded by the Almóndiga de Granitas. Alóndiga de Granitas. No idea what that means. It's not Baja California anymore. It's just too slow. It's going to an H3. San Luis Potosi. I don't know what that does. I think we are popped. So you nev, bro. I don't understand. So he sent those 4 cards there. And we have the South Theodore card, some outpost defense. So you're going to an H3 gameplay from Mexico. Now sending in, arrive fast. Your next federal state grants this reward twice. So whatever San Luis Potosi gives, you're gonna get that twice. Minutemen being called early on to kill the explorers. Very questionable indeed from Tiko. I don't think you need to do this, buddy. That was an overreaction, but anyway, the Explorer Minister goes away. Then the Padre can actually come later on. There we go. I think the Explorer can kill all of this. I don't know why he's running away anymore. Sometimes it's just more important things you gotta do and focus on what's important and then actually be chasing the Explorer. It is something that I do mistakes a lot when I just focus on my Explorer sometimes. So there we go. We have the XP crate plus 480 wood plus 500 wood. That's a lot of coin right there. That's an FI strat. Because he's had that reward twice. Now he's able to get a lot of shipments and he'll be able to... But his macro is different. Are we gonna see a revolt? H3 revolt? Wow, that would be interesting. He's gonna ship what now? Falk Sport. Well, anyway, onto the side of the map. We are now going with the Exile Prince. I don't know what he has sent so far. Doesn't really show, does it? Everything is not highlighted. So decided to go put up some walls. So our ship is almost fully fattened, and then you're gonna be able to take a 2,000 food here. So if you ship the 1,000 coin, I see. This is all disabled because he's not in H3 yet. That's only Mexico is in H3, which is very, very late indeed for him. But because we decided to do a barracks, cover wagon comes in. No pressure from Mexico whatsoever, allowing ports to do all of this for free. That's it's very hard to play ports that way. It's really hard to rush the multiple town centers, you know, especially if someone has town militia on their deck. Do you commit and then you overcommit and you lose units and then your opponent outscales you? Now he has a lot of ship. Now it's finally gonna pay off. So into the 9 minutes mark, that's where the ship's gonna come alive. But there you go. Now we're starting migrating to the ship now, and we're gonna be able to hit the H4 really, really quickly. And got the 1,000 coin coming in, followed by 1,000 wood. Maybe some revolt in H4 for ports. We are about to see. There we go. coin just arrived. So both of these guys are playing a very different kind of game style from their sieves. So nothing standard so far. We have an H3 gameplay from Mexico, which is not a normal thing. You don't see that very often. It's always, I think it's always best to revolt, easier to revolt than actually go to H3. Look at those guys. Some Chinacos to the party. There we go. Get to the party. So there's try to get some raids with these guys here. That's gonna be really helpful. Chinacos, 12 of them. Falconets, Capo Soldados. Time to put pressure. Maybe too many Chinacos here. Expecting a mass of skirmishers, but there is no army to contest this. We are trying to gather all these resources, but we took just too long. I think there was about two villagers gathering all these crates. But I know this guy is here. They need to gather food. He needs more food, and he has all these 2 villas on coin. That could be gotten that coin there. But the last ship is gonna be consumed now, and he's gonna be about the amount of resources that he's gonna need. He's sending town militia twice, which is gonna delay his age up. But Cazadors in the field, militiamen all the way. He's gonna be able to deal with this Chinaco here. So the Chinaco has to back off because there's a lot of town militia here. Now it's becoming very good for Portuguese now. Ports are actually taking the Falconer takes a volley on the Cazadors, but very good defense here for Ports. But it finally goes down. We lost a lot of units. We do not have town militia. So even though we lost some units, we lost some pressure, Chinacos after all managed to withstand a lot of damage from ports. We have 17 villages inside this town center. Is more than we need here to defend that. And so these guys have 290 HP, so they are able to soak a lot of damage, right? Trying to do a fort here, and that's gonna go down too. The Falconet's gonna get the last volley there. Wow, that's being called GG. He's not gonna be able to age up. He spent all his resources into the town militia. Now nothing he can do to age up. And even if he aged, he would have had this to deal with. I think the Chinacos did work very well because he managed to soak all that damage. Alright, so guys, welcome to this cassette series. We are doing a tournament casting for the Kavern Kombat. So welcome. So just gonna jump into it. So let's go. So, ooh, what is that? Get out of here. Hey Krabito, welcome back. We are just starting the game show between Tiko and Bayemay here. We have Kronk just not managed to snap 35 wood treasure, playing Inca in the south part of the map. That's your beautiful llama. So going for a TP opening or a tumble. Very different name for a TP right there. Inca, strong civilization. Can you deal with the pressure from the Russians? And we do have a Bayemay here as a winner pick. So Tiko actually picked Russians as a counter to Inca. I think the idea is that if you put a lot of pressure into Inca in the beginning of the game, you'll be able to take the game because it's just so much faster tempo, get all the units. Or sometimes it's just the only units that these guys can play, so you never know what's really happening right there into their minds. So you gotta assume that he picked this to counter, and Yusef Stalin here gonna be able to take the doggy. And I think it actually could be a Russian favorite matchup, but I think Inca can scale better. Depends on how it goes. He got Borracho now, joining the party for the Russians. So a little bit of Spaniard support coming in. So getting distributivism sent in. We also the Polar Explorer, which makes all your action damage and HP increased by 50%, plus 2 of all your action damage bonus against Guardians. So it does more damage against Guardians as well, which is interesting. So I don't know if you're gonna be seeing that on this map. Got a couple of treasures every now and then. Double Cossacks card. We got the Grenadier Artillery Foundry card into some spice trade, and we got some unique ransack, which is infantry attack versus buildings increased by 50%. All your strats transform into recruits, so you might be seeing some funky H2 H4 gameplay. I think this is only good in some scenarios. Imagine that you have a lot of strelets, and then the guy overdoes Cav, and then suddenly you transform everybody into recruits. That's game changing. It can definitely work. And they gonna have upgraded more. They have extra damage and the siege damage. They siege everything. So probably that's why he's going for it, because you also have Grenadiers deck. Also have great giant Grenadiers. So he's just want to siege everything else down pretty fast. Plus grenade launchers. So a very siege dominating deck. I think he's probably frustrated with playing Strelets and not be able to destroy buildings. And so, you know, I'm gonna show them how it's done. I'm gonna destroy everything. So a very interesting deck here for Tiko. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. This is very out of the box here mindset. But we aging up with the chief for Kronk. So also some very interesting cards here. We have the 3 villages, and we also have American allies. That ships a native embassy travois and enables you to choose a native ally over a native embassy. The chosen ally will allow you to recruit native warriors and research some of the unique upgrades in the native embassy. So he can choose which ally is going to be able to produce units out of the native embassy. Plus the tumble, we are going to be able to see some blow gunners here. I like this. Finally, going to be able to see some natives on this map. I love these natives, and I think we're going to be able to see this in action. Will this work against Strata's H2? I don't know. They can't mass too much. But there we go. We're choosing our allies. We're going for the Zap attack. We also have the Waterfall card, which is the Seki system. Tumbles generate trickle of experience. A trickle of experience. And so we got some interesting cards. We got the native upgrade. And there we go. Some very interesting cards. H3 as well. He actually might... No, he's not going to be able to siege this. It's only the Treasure Guardians. But we're going to have a very early fight here. We do have 5 recruits being produced. We do have another blockhouse being shipped somehow. He shipped... Did he age up with something funky? Did like a logistician age up, whatever that was? How do you get a blockhouse, guys, from Russia? I do not know. But it's actually managed to take... Buracho's gonna go down here. Yeah, recruits leave the base. And now we're getting fired by 2 different outposts. Mr. Yusef Stalin also gonna go down. The village is gonna go down. Inca's taking the lead with the crossbow. And trying to finish the siege, but not ignoring the military. And the Cossacks coming to the help. And now, this does favor Russia now, because we do have the Cossacks. And if we played correctly here, we in sniping out the pikes with the outposts and the recruits, and I think he's overcommitting onto the blockhouse. You're gonna lose the pikes, and then all the bows gonna go down. We do have only a single spoon of spearmen, but he decides to leave. Yeah. But we do have Zapotaks. I think Zapotaks are anti-cav as well, right? Good against heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, and light cavalry. So yeah, they don't do very well, but against Strelets, everything works. They are not very good against cav units, but they do soak a punch. And then putting the recruits to soak the damage in the front, the Strelets a bit too close for my liking. The Cossacks are getting lost. Finally, the Strelets opening room for these units. You see some blow runners now. The Carib blow gunners. Oh, blow gunners. That's why I can't say it. Blow gunners. The Carib blow gunners are so cool though. But I just don't know if they do very well against Strelets. Well, they definitely do well against Musks. because they are light infantry. That shit again. Probably what he said. Deals additional poison damage. Deals bonus to all infantry. Sorry. Native units do not require population space, so that's a plus. But they don't have many range resist. Only 10 compared to other units, probably. But yeah, because you can see Strellas have 30 range resist. So, but damage-wise, look at their damage. They have 19 damage, whereas Strellas has 8 damage, right? Oh, but let's have a look. We got some Chimu runners. That's gonna be really helpful for this next battle here. I think you will see this. So having a good line of sight here for the so you can see that it goes all the way to up here, and those Chimu runners are no longer a surprise. So are you gonna be seeing a reaction from Russia here and getting more recruits? We do have 5 of them. So he's managed to pop units like non-stop. We are on 13 villages on food. We're gonna actually have a Chimu runner raid instead, forcing everybody to back out and defend against this Chimu, but freeing up space, opening up the barracks to be sieged. But a very good reaction to put the recruits here to defend his villagers. But he needs to take control of his hunts. He needs to take this hunt here. So if you just leave the Chimu here, you know, always around this area, or he has to put that into a good fight, right? He's going for the Strellas, but it's way too many Strellas. You got recruits, the Chimu is going to go down. It's not a good efficient. They are not as expensive as you might think. Chimu runner only cost 105 res, where these guys cost 50 res. So he barely lost 2 Strellas against 5 Chimus, so still losing a lot of resources. So Inca sacrificing those Chimus now. That's kind of sad to see. We're doing more musketeers. We do need more blowgunners. Oh, there we go. We got 2 tumbles here. We do have the tumble experience card has been sent. So I don't know if we can take this. I think this is way too close to the to this. So I think he was hoping to take that on. He will soon realize that he cannot take that. So decided to make a war hut instead, a more defensive one, and afford. Oh, that was a 2 war hut card. Okay, I thought that was you can do a TP with them. Maybe you cannot. That was not the intention. So we are still in this game. Sending Chimus. Or you're making Chimus. Or you're making 5 Chimus now. We definitely need some Chimu runners. I think that's gonna really be helpful for his matchup. But we are on 2 country houses. We have not invested in the economy so far. We are definitely over investing into military. But we are sitting our ass here. We did have a majority, I think, over some time. But the Strellas managed to secure the defense here. Sending the back of the blockhouse to your opponent, showing the massive outpost here. Maybe to try to scare his opponent by twisting the buildings. Just saying how pro he is, and definitely showing the bigger side of that blockhouse. It definitely has made a stop into Bayemay, because actually definitely staying in his base. Mr. Kronk leading the country house being shipped. I think that I don't agree. I would have preferred 5 villagers. That's the first shipment that I really disagree here, because these guys, they account for 6 villagers probably if you have all country houses. When you have 2 country houses, you send this is probably like a half a villager. So this is a very bad shipment to be sending right now. I think it would be preferable to be sending this, or 5 vills to sort of boost your army, even 600 wood, maybe some upgrades or even native upgrades. You got a lot of natives there, so this would be an amazing card to be sent. 15 HP and 15 action damage. I mean, this is definitely the card to be sent right here. This is a very good card. Or you can even thinking about your units upgrades in the long run. But 5 vills probably what you should be sending even before. So I think it was a bad reaction for Bayemay here to send that card. But let me know what you guys think, if I'm wrong on this one. So playing Russia here, we open with the artillery foundry. So are you going to be seeing some grenadiers? Is that why that early? Fuck, what are you doing over there? It's really scary because the guy has 2 TPs, you know, 2 natives. So you don't really know what's going on, right? Oh, he got stage code. But I mean, no, Russia doesn't even have a GP. No, yeah, he got the stage code, but yeah, I think I like the three TPs. He has he gets also experience from this by having a tumble on. Plus, he's upgraded that, so now he has wood gather and plus extra XP from this. So this is a very good investment for income, right? But now he realized that this is upgraded, and he's gonna take advantage of that. Very good read for Tiko, and managed to take the TP. It's a very safe TP into this map. Russia paid for stage code but doesn't have a TP. How does he pay for that? I don't remember. How he can pay for a stage code without having a TP? Okay, this fight is weird. We tend to do Tiko like having our Strelas very close to the musketeers. Okay, but we're gonna get a lot of experience for both of these players now. The Chibaruna comes to the party. Are you going to the right units though? We barely have Grenadiers coming to join in the party. We only have 2 recruits, I think. We have 7 recruits. How the heck? 12 recruits now. I could not see them at all because we have something in the back somewhere. They were defending here, I think. I do not know. The game just got very silent somehow. Grenadier is gonna do a lot of damage into this. Oh, I think this is looking very good for Russia now. And then the minute that he takes this war hut, he can actually drop a TP here and then be equal in score. And then he's gonna also take Spice Trade now, further boosting his economy because he has sent so many military shipments so far, plus the 600-700 coin, which is natural. But with the Grenadiers, he's gonna be able to siege this. And now this is a massive raid. And Bayemay overstaying here, managed to put 8 villages forward. This is GG, ladies and gentlemen. This is, you can't come back from this. This is over. Wow. Look at that. I mean, you're trying to choke Russia into not having hunts. It's a bit over pretentious. That's Russia's job right there. And now we are screwed up. We have 32 villagers, so we still have a massive amount of villagers, even though after that massive loss. And he has more. He lost 8 villagers, and he has more villages than Russia. Wow. Another batch of bows gonna go down. I think Molazan is probably rolling on his grave right now. Inca, I think Inca can no longer come back from this. We got Grenadiers now coming strong. We got the church card. What is this guy's up to? TP is being built now. I'll definitely go for the another TP here. I'll just be extra safe. I think Inca on the back of that was actually building a lot of canchas. He's trying to build a forward war hut just in front of the army. That's not gonna work. That's gonna go down. The Chimu is an okay unit against the Grenadiers, but you're gonna have to deal with the recruits first. The recruits have to come first. You gotta have to have longbowmen to snipe all of these, right? And just have some units on the back to take care of the Cossacks. So a bow pike would be better than Chimu here, but Chimu will be added later. But I don't think he can come back from this anymore. We do have 2,000 food stuck in the pile, and we can make a single unit. And we keep on losing all of our war huts and losing time over time. We still have 2,000 food, but we still have so many villagers on food. We have 14 villagers on food, and we have the TP, the tumbles are on food. What he's trying to do? Is that a big buttoner that I'm missing or something? That takes 2,000 food? I mean, the grenadiers, dude. It's so hard to deal with grenadiers in H2, bro. I normally win. Like I normally see them coming from. I mean, Tiko actually won from Mr. Cleaves into Dakota, if you remember this. Actually doing grenadiers, so he actually just repeating the story right there. A very interesting deck from him, as you can see. He had a complete. Imagine he goes H3 and he got like grenade launchers. He has like extra siege, 50% siege, and then you have like giant grenadiers. Dude, this is nuts. Look at that. I mean, you can't fight grenadiers, bro, in H2. You just cannot. Yeah, now all this investment into country house is gonna go down. Maybe send like two grenadiers here to siege that down. There you go. You're taking map control. Now it's just being Russia. We lack a little bit of villagers, I think, but we managed to age up on the back of that, so that's gonna be GG. Now we're going for the villagers, and then if we lose any more villagers here, then we cannot come back anymore. The Kalanka is gonna go down because you are in H3 with Inca, but more villagers gonna go down. We have 10 villages here, ladies and gentlemen. Are we gonna see the end of times here? And this is so hot, so bad. Oh no. And the longbow not kiting enough. They have to kite. This cannot take this. This is a bad fight. That's something I was talking to Mordas on yesterday. People don't realize on the lower elo, because they think I have crossbows, right? And I see musketeers, grenadiers. These guys have 12 range. Guys, if you are losing fights with skirms that has 16 range against a 12 range unit, and you're losing units, you're not doing a good job. You're definitely not doing a good job. You need to kill you need to kill these units without a single loss of skirms. Look at these guys. This guy has 12 range as well. All you gotta now they all upgraded. Now it's over. Dude, all you gotta do is kite the hell out of that. I mean, I'm not saying that this is what's gonna make you lose, but I just see this very, very often being misused. When you see people complaining about the sharpshooter extra range for USA, it's just because it's that good. You can just kite the hell out of it, kill everything. That's how you need to play the unit, because that's the strength of the unit. But if you just stand there, if you have 5 sharpshooters against 5 musketeers face to face, it could be the case that the musketeers even win the fight. They have more HP, they can take some damage, right? They are harder to. They don't have as multipliers as the skirmers do, but they might be the case that they even win. So, but if you let the skirm to kite, then 5 skirms will kill 5 musks without losing a single unit. And that's what people need to understand when on the low bracket. It's probably GG for me now. I think you're right, buddy. I think you got that right. You had the win for sure. I don't know. Forgot to make my plaza. Yeah, I think we lost tempo there. And the Strelets in H2 is so hard to deal with. Chimu early on is so good against Russia because what messes up with against Russia is Strelets. So you have a very light cavalry. Like if you manage to have so the Hussards is bad. It's hard to deal with as well. The Cossacks. That's where Cossack Strelets work so well. But once they go into recruit mass, it's really hard because they can always make Strelets like crazy. You never know with Inca. That's a good point. But now we have some Dragoons as well. No longer we are worried about Chimu runners. We lost 5 Chimus as well for trying to take Strelets here, which is bad. Without his main army. Small mistakes that adds up. And now Tiko is comfortable as hell. I mean, with a mass of 19 Grenadiers. We are... We are overpopped. So we ship the also Psychoputinics. Or maybe not. Maybe just overpopped. This is definitely over. The fort's gonna go down. Shit. This grenadier is so good. He just calls it. Hey Nachoski, welcome buddy, welcome. Google man also in the party. Okay, I need some refreshments. Too hot in this room. Okay, so this is gonna be something. Okay, you guys ready for this? Because we're about to start. So we are out of sync, ladies and gentlemen. Forgot about that. I think they did say that the last game was out of sync